3, 2, 1. 2 minutes to the start of the race.
Well, this team started the day at the top of the leaderboard, 8-point advantage. We've had one race. They are now leading by 11 points. Lee McMillan there standing up, looking for the onboard cameras with McMillan and crew for this race.
Thinking about going down the line a bit.
I agree.
Thinking about going down the line a sec.
Not long. We're just going to go with this, guys. E-tail. E-tail.
All about getting the start right. McMillan talking through his tactics with his team.
Module bomb. Okay, he's jib there.
Okay. Red Bull sailing on the far side, coming to the line with speed. McMillan, look at the eyes, he's got the focus.
Keep covered down. Then I'll give me a little cloud.
10 seconds. Light blue sails, Wave Muscat. Right of picture.
We're right for now.
Okay, it's very, very tight where McMillan is. That is the 1 minute gun as we look back at the fleet. And look, couple of meters between McMillan and SAP Extreme Sailing. And that's the view on board the Wave Muscat.
Can't do anything with that. Come on, guys!
Meters.
I can't do anything with that. Completely pinned.
I'm completely pinned in, I can't do anything.
Jib right.
McMillan is not happy, he's trapped. He's in the third row, he's in trouble. This is the Wave Muscat
not
leader.
Okay, go jib on.
Jib on.
Okay, go mate.
Go.
Kidding me.
Back left, McMillan is struggling. The overall leader so far in this series is stationary. We're inside the top 10 and McMillan is alone at the back of the fleet.
Having them.
They're off, except McMillan is not. Look at that. Well, big job for the Wave Muscat to do there. Well, they're abandoned at the back of the fleet, stalled, they got trapped. They had nowhere to go, and now they're seeing the rest of the fleet slide away, and they are both in their wake and in their bad air. They have a big job to do. All right. Well, that's the leaders heading in towards the top mark, and the white and yellow, this is the Danian. Hull, good breeze, Hull lifting. China team are squeezing in. That's why SAP Extreme Sailing team are forced to go to their right, and it's China team that lead around the first mark. And they're off downwind. Big breeze for the Chinese team. Lift the hull and charge off down towards the gate. It's only about 350 metres more and they'll be there. Second place, Group Edmund Rothschild. Oman Air and SAP Extreme Sailing. Good breeze down there. Hull flying as they go down to the bottom mark, to the gate. Well, almost all the boats lifting a hull, but not all the entire fleet. Red Bull Sailing in 6th place. Big gust there. GAC Pinder get it. And right at the back we have the Wave Muscat. China team now still in the lead. Yet to win a race here on home waters. There are thousands of people. I've just turned around here in the commentary box. There are thousands of people watching this. And the Chinese team are in the lead. And coming in right in the thick of it, and we'll go on board in a moment, is the Wave Muscat. They've overtaken their teammates.
Go far, go far.
On board with the Wave Muscat, they were last. So now, Lee McMillan is now in the thick of it. You can see the light blue sails. They are ahead, incredibly, of Red Bull Sailing, who are third overall in the standings. Well, most of the boats have gone that side of the racetrack. There we are, and look on the left-hand side of the track, because two boats have chosen the other side to the wave. It is Group Edmund, a Rothschild and a Lingy. Well, they seem to me to be in more breeze. Group Edmund, a Rothschild, we're looking at them now. Pierre Pennick, for them, disappointing to be in 5th place. They've decided not to follow the fleet up. They had better breeze at the beginning, but now the wind is going softer as we go across the racetrack, where China are consolidating. Brand new team, their first Extreme Sailing Series experience. And Phil Robertson, well, he's already got one podium finish place, but at the moment he has sailors with far more experience in these boats behind him. Well, the voice of Lee McMillan saying it's all about staying high here. It's all about getting the angles right. Remember, McMillan was last. That is the Wave Muscat, the light blue sails. And that is Group Edmund, the Rothschild, coming across for a... where they will get very close to the Wave Muscat, who from 9th are fighting for 3rd. The Chinese team tack. And now we'll just open out and look at the Wave Muscat coming in. They have no right of way over these two boats, but the significance is just how much they've caught up. We'll go on board with them in a moment. McMillan goes into attack.
Okay, tacking here, guys. Wind me up, Pete, come on. Everything you can.
Come on, wind me up, everything you can. Nice smooth tacks, what Lee McMillan is wanting. Very close there between McMillan. The French team, Team Zulu, have just tacked on the inside, forcing McMillan out to the right. It's so close at the front there, McMillan has lost ground. The Chinese around the mark in first place. Group Edmund and Rothschild, who went to the other side of the racetrack to McMillan of the Chinese team. A big gust there. Chinese team have a big gust, and now Group Edmund and Rothschild are in 2nd place. SAP Extreme Sailing are in 3rd, and the Wave Muscat, Lee McMillan, are in 4th place, ahead of Red Bull Sailing. We'll be on board with them again as the fleet heads down towards the gate for the final time. China under pressure now. Group Edmund and Rothschild from France could be about to spoil their day. And the French team are now going for the overtaking moves. They've jibed earlier. And the Danish team, SAP Extreme Sailing, jibe. Don't write the Chinese team off yet though. Group Edmund and Rothschild are through. Clear air, accelerate down towards the gate. This is the final mark for them to go around before they head up around 750 metres towards our camera, where they will finish after a very short downwind leg. Choose a different side of the racetrack this time. SAP Extreme Sailing, don't write them off. They've gone to the other side of the racetrack. China lost 2 places, down to 3rd. Wave Muscat in 4th. Significantly though, the 2 boats closest to them in the leaderboard are behind them. Lee McMillan will go on board with him as he rolls into a jibe. On board with them again. McMillan spends most of his time standing up in these conditions.
Okay, why you starting that, guys?
Getting the Jenica down.
Tight seat.
Well, there is the Wave Muscat. They are now chasing the Chinese team. And left to picture, the yellow top of the sail, SAP Extreme Sailing get a little gust, hull in the air. They could do something special here. Yes, Graham Hansen. Shot of him there. New co-skippers, new team. Second event ever for them on this tour. Well, they're coming across. And as we open out, we can see that Group Edmund and Rothschild will still stay ahead of them, but it has got closer. And this is the leaders, the French team, lying in 5th place overall at the moment. Nice gust for them, hull flying. Around about 300 metres, and the Wave Muscat in 3rd place. Well, they were hunting down the Chinese team. They've gone one better than that. They've overhauled Team China. And SAP, oh, looks soft. I thought they might have caught something there just ahead of them. And the Wave Muscat have got the Danish team in their sights. SAP, Extreme Sailing's team, are in 2nd place. And this is the Wave Muscat, who are coming through with reasonable breeze. It will get slower in about 200 metres, maybe a little more, as the wind dies. The building blocks the wind, but at the moment, Lee McMillan flies a howl. Good atmosphere on board. Sailed well in this race. Last at the first mark. 4th now. Eyeing 3rd. Every potential of getting it, but they're running out of racetrack. Oh, look at the Group Edmund and Rothschild rounding the top mark in a big gust. Well, that gust came out of nowhere, and that's what could trip these boats up. Well, the wind was forecast to increase. It is starting to do so. The French team, well, they started well, and they are just seconds away from finishing well as the SAP Extreme Sailing round the mark. Win for Group Edmund and Rothschild, France. SAP Extreme Sailing are going to finish 2nd. Jibe just in front of the Wave Muscat. Well, that's the best position that they have had since the day 2 when they won a race, and now it's a big race for Lee McMillan. This could really count today. 3rd place for the Wave Muscat from last at the first mark. Great comeback. They will be delighted with that. China 4th. And Oman Air, who really stayed out of trouble in this race. There was 2 packs really. A leading pack, those at the tail end, and then Oman Air playing their own game. They will finish 5th in this race. The Wave Muscat lead will be back in just a moment.